Hey, what's up everyone, and welcome to another Excel tutorial with Youdevhub. Alright, so in this one we'll be talking about conditional formatting. This is actually my most preferred, or where I get to play around and where I love working very well in Excel, because it just helps to make the work done faster or make the work done sweeter or quicker. Now, as a data analyst, you get to work with various sectors where you have to quickly determine some values, right? Like I always use Coca-Cola as an example, right? You quickly want to know which product is selling better, which product sold better, what's the highest increase, what's the lowest increase, and all of that. Now, our conditional formatting helps you to make your work in a more representative way that quickly appeals to the eyes and catches your attention faster. All right, so Excel has made it very easy for us to do that. And given an Excel sheet, you can come in your home layout, you can come to the right top and you see conditional formatting. Now, why is that? Under conditional formatting, you have highlight cell rules, you have top bottom cell rules, you have data bars, you have color schemes, you have icon sets, you have new rules, you have clear rules, and you have manage rules. So new rules make sure you, or enables you to be able to create your own rule that you want to work with, while the clear rules means you can clear the rules that has been applied to a particular column or the entire sheet, and manage rules means you can also manage the rules you have set. So let's go ahead and look at some of the rules. Let me start from icon set. You can see you have directional, without colors, you have different directions, you have shape tools, you have ratings, you have data bar, stars, and all of that, and different ones. So let's just go ahead and see what it looks like. Let's say, for example, I want to see for paper, I want to apply a conditional formatting to paper on an icon set, and I just want to use this direction to just help us to see what are the trend, right? We can see that from trend that, okay, 450, and what does it do? It gives us the value that is on average. So it finds the average of the highest value and try to judge from that. So we see that I think the average now is within the range of 400 plus, right? So you see everywhere you have 400, you see there's an arrow that says in the middle, which means, okay, it's still on average, it's still on average. 450, 510 is still on average, but we see anyone that goes below 400, 310, it brings it down and tell you there's a downward trend in this data, and anyone that goes above, it keeps it up. So this directional icon set is just kind of gives it like different directions, or just quickly show you a glance of what it is. I can come and select for printer and see, okay, let's look at another set. Let's say we want the cross. So this is showing that, okay, it passes the mark, it's not up to the mark, is average. Oh, sorry, I moved my cursor. Is average, and just various ones like that. You can use the star. So is it 5 star, is it full star, is it good, is it bad, is it, and that's just basically what the icon set is. If you use something like this, it gives you more rules, because it helps to give you when it is going up, when it is coming down, when it is balanced in the middle as an average, and when it is entirely down and entirely up. So those are just rules that can be applied to quicker work, to just quickly get what you just need, and from a summary of works and all of that. But let's go ahead and look at other types, maybe like the color schemes and the data bars that can work. So, but that one works on more defined data. If you come to the next sheet here, the demographic data, just like the one we have been dealing with since, we can come and say, okay, let us work with the salary, right? So let us apply a conditional format. Let us highlight the salary and apply a conditional format for the color scheme. Now, picking the color scheme, it does the same thing the bar does, but it helps to group them into colors. Now, we know green means success, good to go. Red means bad, and yellow means average. So orange also means, oh, close to average and all of that. So it gives it color schemes based on how it represents the importance or the level of complacency of the work, close to average and all of that. So it said, if you look at it, it says it applies a color gradient to a range of cells, and the color indicates where each value falls within that range. So it gives it a range and applies the color. So now we have the green, yellow, red scale, which is the first one. We have the second one, which is the red, yellow, green scale, which means red is good, green is bad, and yellow is average. We also have the red, white, and green, white, red, which means green is good, white is okay, red is bad. So it's good. You can use different colors. You have the blue. So whenever you are sorting or you are using your table, you can know what you are using and know how to place your value. But my personal favorite is this first one, which at least it gives you a very clear description of what you are doing. And also you can come to the data bars, which gives you a gradient field in bar format to know, okay, kind of like a graph to show you where it's going and all of that. You can see this, it shows green at the top because it's telling you that this tends to be the highest. Green is for high and all of that, and it shows you where you fall and where you lie. All right, why is it duplicating with the colors? It's duplicating with the colors because I have not cleared out the first format that is there, so it's still having the color scheme format, right? And I'm adding the bar on top. So what do? I clear for selected cell, and I come and pick what I want to pick and use. All right, so let's go ahead and clear that rule. Okay, so we can also see the top button rule, right? So this one, it helps you to break down the rules into defined ones. So it only highlights a rule that is within a particular range. So let us say the top 10 item. Okay, oh, they are all 10. Okay, top 10% now, for example. Now it's asking you, okay, this one now you have to specify format cell that rank in the top. So 10% with red fill, dark text, or let's say red text only, or it's telling you how you want to do it. If you want 50%, so it's going to mark the top 50% value, right, and fill them with a color, so you can know that, okay, these are the top 50% values, these are the top 20% values, and it just helps you to kind of do like a quick sorting out for all of that. You can say, okay, all those that are above average, it select all those that are above average and fill it. And by applying another rule, which is called the filter, right, so you can come and apply the filter. If you apply the filter, okay, sorry, you select a range. If I select all these headers now and come to my filter and apply a filter to it, I can come to the filter. Filter helps you to also sort. So I can come and click on this filter now and sort out by, let me just show you an example of what that is. I clear out all this selecting and I sort out by salesman alone. It only brings out the value of salesman. So this is another good way to sort out your data to give you specific values that you need, other than using formulas. All right, so let's say we have them like this and we want to sort. We can come and sort by colors, right, where the color is what we have already selected. Those are those that are above average. I think you can sort by the color and it brings those color up, so at a glance you can quickly know where they are. Now let us say another one is you want to sort out this date. Maybe you want to look for duplicate entry, right? There are other different values, but let us say some of the one we use mostly is we want to see maybe giving a student list or some staff lists, there are some staff that have duplicate name or duplicate phone numbers, and you want to see the entries in an entry to see, okay, which one did they enter twice, which one have they entered before, and all of that. So you can come and use highlight cell rules and check for duplicate values, right? And you can highlight for duplicate values if you want, or you can highlight for unique values, right? So you can quickly highlight for duplicate values, click on OK, and sort it by the color, which is this color, and it sorts it out into the duplicate value. So by that, you know that, okay, this value is the one that is duplicated and it exists. So you can check, oh, is it a double entry? Oh no, it's not a double entry. They just happen to have the same date of birth. You can also try, let us say this guy has a dash. You want to check to see if the formats are correct, and this guy has also a dash here instead of a cross. You can come here and give it, let me clear out the rule, and you can give it and say a text that contains. So you want to find out all the text that contain a dash, right? And it highlights it. And you can also do your custom sorting, sort by color, and it brings it up and it's showing that, okay, this is, or these are all the text that was inputted wrong. Then you can go ahead and use your formula and replace or substitute the dash in all the places where that occurs. So conditional formatting is just very nice and just helps you to understand your data and work with your data very well. So it just helps you to, you can find between a specific range, you can find a text that, okay, so we've done that. You can check a date that is occurring, maybe all the one that occurred 10 days ago, yesterday, and so on. Let me highlight, but this is not going to give us any value because the dates are far apart. But let us say you work with, as a data analyst, you work with frequent data. So let's say last month, last week, okay, let's say let's use last, although we are not likely to get anything because there is no date that is closed. But let us say we have a date that is closed. Let us say we have something like this, which is 2023, which I think that was passed. Okay, and let's have something like yes, let's have this. Let's clear out whatever rule we have there before, and let us find a new rule. I like to date that occurs, let's say last week, and click on okay. This is not last week. Let's see. I'm just trying to just show you what each of them represents. Okay, last month wouldn't work also. Okay, so let me give it a value. Last month should be 10, right? So you see that it's already highlighted now because this occurs last month, right? So that is how you work with conditional formatting to help you to align and give your work a more befitting and quick access to it. So whenever if you don't want to use formulas to find everything, like for these types now that occurs last month, last week, finding a formula that works best for it can be very, very tasky and difficult. So, but with the conditional formatting, you can quickly come and sort out. Okay, you want to sort out, let's even say you have multiple names and you know the particular name, and let's say this is Hudson, this is also as is spelled, this is also Hudson, right? And you have your data, you can come and sort out this your data. You can come and say, oh, let me just sort out by highlight all and by Hudson. Maybe there are even lots of names, so you have to search for the name Hudson, right? So you have to select all that contains routine and you sort it out, and it brings out the answer fast. So conditional formatting and using of filters are ways to quickly find answers when you need them the most. So in the next video, I'll be showing you how to create your own rule that you can work with and put in your formulas and finding it. So thank you very much, and see you in the next video.